Evening.
Hello. This is My Line Movies. We were just cooking broccoli in the other room. Delicious. Now, we're going to review a movie we just watched.
A very good movie.
Clockwork Orange.
Oddly enough, there's no orange in the back of us.
Not at this moment.
I don't think there is any.
No, probably not.
It's all red. Fuck it.
It's not all red. It's blue, green. So what did you think of this movie, Casey?
I've seen it many times. This is probably been my 5th. And I still fucking love it. Between the music, the writing, and the overall everything about it, it's it turned off some viewers.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've also seen it probably more times than he has. I don't honestly know. At least 10 times. It's a really good movie. But there's some pretty brutal and violent scenes that will offend.
Yeah, but for the whole story of the movie, you need that intro.
I'm not saying you don't need the intro. I'm just saying an hour and a half.
Was it an hour and a half?
It was an hour and a half.
I want to say it's a little bit less than that.
I took notes.
Bodied up. I took mental notes.
And written ones are better.
Yeah. Just there's so much I can actually say about this movie, but it's just
without spoiling anything. Let's.
That's gonna be hard.
Well, you can say some stuff, but don't give the ending away or.
Yeah, like when Alex turns into a dragon at the end.
Well, alright, spoiler alert. He's a dragon.
Surprise!
Long story short, 3 hours, he's a dragon. No.
I fucking love Braveheart.
I guess he loves Braveheart. Mel Gibson.
No, but really, the movie is probably, I want to say, one of the better movies, if not one of the best movies of the 70s.
If you believe us, I think it's honestly an amazing movie. This is the credits for it, so if you like Technicolor.
So I haven't seen no orange.
We've also been staring at it.
I think it's the end.
That's the end. I'm just gonna stop it. So, I just want everyone to understand that this is it's like what would you say? It's a horror or a drama?
I would think, not necessarily a horror, but yeah, I would say more of a drama.
Yeah.
I was gonna say thriller at one point because some of the scenes in it are unsettling.
Yeah, but they're just very dramatic scenes. That's what the long sequences are, with the pretty much no sound except for the music
which is 100% Beethoven. Thanks, Kubrick.
I'd say thanks Beethoven.
Thanks, Beethoven.
He's not a Transformer. You think it's your favorite Stanley Kubrick movie?
Yes, unless I'm forgetting one off the top of my head.
What makes it better than all the other Stanley Kubrick films?
I think mainly the writing. The writing is very clever. It's everything that everybody says is quick and creative to the point where they're not just drudging through everything. But at the same time, I can't tell if it's just me as an American listening to English,
What would you do if I told you that I was watching a documentary with Stanley Kubrick and he said he wrote a great script, but the casting director casted such great people that they just improvised every scene?
I'd say I wouldn't be surprised because Stanley Kubrick's a fucking psycho.
That didn't happen, but
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
he's pretty awesome.
And batshit insane. I love how every Kubrick movie has one underlining theme to it,
Yeah.
and it's usually something relating to a advanced or robotic society. Not necessarily robotic in this one, because I'm talking robotic as if, because I can't give away spoilers.
Well, you can say some stuff. I mean, just don't give away the biggest points.
Okay. Can I at least talk about his friends?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, obviously, because I was going to talk about a certain scene later on.
Because, to summarize, they were in a gang in the beginning, and they betrayed him, and when he gets out of prison, he's rehabilitated, he meets his friends who stayed in the gang, and they're shitty.
They're terrible.
They are cops!
But now, I was actually going to talk about that scene in specific. They are cops, but this Stanley Kubrick has been known to put little hidden subliminal messages throughout his films.
Oof.
And have little tiny things. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say.
Oh.
And the first cop you see, he's wearing a normal cop suit, and his cop number is 665. And you're like, all right, that's, nothing at all of it. It's just that's his number. And then when his second friend from the gang originally shows up as a cop also, he's wearing...
665.
His number is 667. Now, they're carrying Alex in between them like this. Wounded.
Like he's fucked. He just got beat
dead.
up. He got beat up like 8 bums.
Yeah, he's pretty fucked. And it implies that he could be 666. He could have either...
If he didn't go to prison, he'd be the 666 officer.
Or it could imply that 666 is... This is the story of him as the devil. This is like...
A retribution story?
Yeah. Even though there's no real... Well, yeah, I guess the ending is kind of...
The ending...
It leaves it where it could have a sequel, but there should never be a sequel.
No!
Because if there is, no one's going to see it.
Fuck that dude.
No. Kubrick's... Is he dead?
I'm not sure. He's certainly out of his prime.
Oh, yeah.
Like, undoubtedly, but I'm not sure if he's alive.
What kind of audience would you recommend it to, or would you recommend it to
I would recommend it to any sensible moviegoer. Somebody who's prepared to see something they're not gonna sit well with at first.
It definitely does. It does upset your stomach, so you don't.
It's supposed to. That's the thing. You're supposed to feel disgusted of what you're watching in the very beginning.
You don't want to, because it doesn't. Obviously, what he does, you don't want to feel for the character. It's not like
you want to hate the dude.
Yeah, it's not a lovable character. It's not a comedy.
That's what makes the transition halfway through it, his rehabilitation. That's what makes it a little bit more meaningful, other than like, he's a criminal. He went to prison and now he's out. But then they stretch it out and they added a lot of fluff to everything.
Yeah, and peanut butter.
Yeah, tons of it.
Yeah.
There was no mention of peanut butter in the whole fucking movie. The fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, you said fluff and I said peanut butter, so I was thinking of sandwiches.
You're an asshole because I don't want some peanut butter fluff. It's very hard to continuously compliment a movie without being overcritical.
Well, if you had to...
If I had to, change it?
No. If you had to, say there was some bad part... Well, obviously, there's a few scenes where there's naked women that aren't willingly naked.
Yeah. It's like a soft rape. It's not full
rape.
There's
no show...
We almost had a walkout.
Yeah, we had a long story about it. There is no rape in the film. It's implied that the gang do rape. So when they pull women up and aside, and
it's more of like you see that what are they gonna do? And it's side shots.
Yeah.
And okay, we get it. That's what happened.
Yeah, nothing actually happens, which is a good thing to see in a movie.
Yeah, I think the 70s had a real thing for that kind of content, but it got the message across.
I guess that was the time.
It got the fucking message across.
It's not like they don't do it nowadays.
They do, but to a way lesser degree.
Megan is missing.
I was gonna say Evil Dead, but that came out in Jesus Christ.
Like 84?
Yeah.
80,
yeah, but that's the first time you ever see something like, that tree.
Oh god.
Yeah, the piston tree.
The tree.
I'm not even gonna do the motion. I feel fucking horrible.
No.
Oh god, why are we talking about Evil Dead? We should be talking about Stanley Kubrick.
What's something you didn't like about it?
I think there was a couple of unnecessary scenes with unnecessary characters. Like, prime example, as much as I love the character and I think everything he says is fucking hysterical.
the
guard? The guard?
Yeah.
I guess he's the chief guard, I don't know. But he's just fucking hysterical, everything he says.
He's crazy.
He'll just shout shit in rapid succession.
That's like
he's supposed to.
Well, I think it's more of, as I was saying earlier, Kubrick implies a lot of things, and it was one of the first movies where he was implying a Nazi subtle undertone. In the end, there is a lot of Nazism in a show like that.
The fucking cops at the end had the emblems and almost the same hats as officers.
But in that scene, he was wearing all black and just a red stripe. And as soon as he walked in, he stomped on the floor. He did this. He didn't do the fucking Hail Hitler thing.
He did this. He did this weird.
He did some fucking thing. But I remember he slapped his chest like as in the Nazis would, and he out of nowhere he would snap and he would just yell. And he had like a small, not a Hitler mustache. It wasn't a toothbrush.
It was like a little pencil.
But it was a little pencil mustache that was very small.
And it's very good that they use that in a prison setting because it would be so fucking obvious if it wasn't in a prison setting.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't in a prison setting, if it was just like his teacher or something.
Yeah, he just walked in stomping. And
yeah, you'd be like, all
right,
so,
that's Hitler.
Yeah, this is interesting.
That's Adolf.
I'm glad we live in Germany, but
it does suffer from the one thing I hate about a lot of Kubrick movies. That fucking long ass intro.
Yeah, I love Kubrick, but he does have a problem with free music. He'll take so much advantage of it. He's like, oh my god, Beethoven? He has an album that's 7 hours long because each song's an hour long? Let's use half of it.
My movie's only...
I wrote 10
We
minutes
can use it
down.
twice!
We can use it twice!
I'm trying to think because there's not a whole lot I can pick out that I don't like because Alex as a character, I genuinely
he's a good
a
well-developed character.
He's not a morally good character.
No,
but he's charismatic and intelligent.
There's plenty of movies where you need the character for the movie to go on, like in plenty of horror and thriller films or drama films, i.e. Boogie Nights or.
No,
you're laughing at that. You need Mark Wahlberg for that movie to go on, or Scarface. You need Pacino for that drama to continue. Like this one, you wouldn't be able to do it without Alex.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Imagine if Dim fucking starred.
If the story was about Dim, we would probably be wondering how he became how he is.
I could maybe do a little bit with that, with like a very tyrannical leader to the gang. It could.
Why do you think his name was Dim?
Because he was...
People who haven't even seen it know right off the bat. The dude's named Dim?
He's a big lumbering... a dumbass, really. Like, he doesn't have any mental illnesses whatsoever. He's just daft.
How do you know he doesn't?
They don't actually say it.
They don't say it. It could be he's a brother of one of the guys.
They don't act like it. I mean, they do call everybody brother.
But at the same time, fucking... he is always with that other guy, the one that he's a cop with at the end. He's always standing right next to him throughout the entire film.
They never really say that guy's name, do they?
No, they don't say the other
It's
ones.
mainly Alex and Dim.
Yeah, because the story's about Alex, but Dim had a very big part to progress the story.
It's because it's the whole patriarch thing of their gang. You try to challenge the leader, he's gonna fuck your day up or lose his spot. So... a little bit of political drama.
Yeah.
What did you not like about said movie?
I'm trying to honestly think about what
casting.
I think the
scenes.
casting was amazing. I think maybe what I didn't like is the two other gang members, the two lighter ones. They didn't really have much to do with anything. Like
yeah, they're kind of filler.
Yeah, as we were saying, it was just about really Dim and Alex. Like even within all the scenes where they're in their costumes, Alex has a huge nose. Dim has
he's stupid distinguishable. Like
well, that's not the only thing. Dim has like a fucking. I think he has like a colorful part on his mask. The other two just have normal masks.
Yeah, the other one had like lime yellow face paint.
But they had the same mask. The other two had the same mask. It was like one was the left side, the other was the right side. So it's like they showed it wasn't really that big of a character. I wish they did kind of more with them. I
think if they tried too hard to give the other guys outstanding personalities, that they couldn't focus on the main story, which was Alex.
But I'm not saying like I wanted to give them like outstanding personalities, but there's some main scenes where it's just them and Dim, and it's just pretty much Dim talking to them.
And they're watching.
And they're just kind of like watching, like let's do this. But like they're well aware that Dim is Dim. Why? They could either stop Dim, they could have, done more with that than just.
There are two specific characters, and I hope you agree with me on this, that make no sense whatsoever. Their logic, their opinions at the time.
I really hope you're not going to say Julian.
No. Julian's a big, muscly caretaker of a very important character.
And we're not talking about Trailer Park Boys.
No, despite him having ripped muscles and like this shirt, but I'm talking about Alex's parents.
Oh no! What? You don't think they're necessary?
They were so fucking naive.
So,
Like, it's like, okay, your son just goes missing. You don't have any reports of what he's actually doing. And if you stumbled into his room once, as a normal parent does, and opened his drawer, you'd see like 18 watches, a wad of cash, and you'd probably find a dead body in it too.
you might. That's not
In a
shown.
drawer, you know.
But what if the parents were like they didn't know about those
I mean,
because they were hidden under the bed. It wasn't his regular drawer. He had a dresser.
Well, they're well aware of the cop/detective that would consistently check up on him. You would think that would have cause.
But he was never in Alex's room.
Yeah, but he was in the
Alex
house.
had the safe lock on his door.
Yeah, but for him to get in, he would need whoever owns the place's consent, which would probably be his parents. So they'd be like, "Why are you here?"
No, not necessarily.
Unless he broke in. Because the times you do see him, you don't see the parents.
But it was fucking 70s, and it was, what was it supposed to be, England?
I'm trying to rationalize two of my most hated characters.
I know you are. I'm trying to de-rationalize them. That cop/detective has a huge scene where he grabs Alex's cock.
I don't know about grab. Well,
no, he grabs.
Does he grab or he just does that knuckle duster?
No. If you see his hand,
guys,
he had his hands like this, guys. It's a fucking. And then he goes like that. Gets a nice hook on there. He does it.
Call that the scoop.
He doesn't go from under though. He goes from up, so it's like a fucking slap.
I'm impressed. I don't know how he did it.
I am. I'm not impressed.
He
I'm
probably doesn't
very
know.
aware of how he did it. I saw it.
I seen it.
It was right there, and he went.
Oh, speaking of dick talk, I think it's about time we go. We had a very
$2,000 online is all I'm gonna say before we get into this.
There's a scene involving
not ceramic. It's an artistic.
It's
sculpture.
Yeah, it's the sculpture
of a penis, and if you know what a weeble wobble is, you know that weeble wobbles don't fall down. This is a penis.
It would balance itself, right?
It was on its balls like this, and the head went like this. I guess this is a weird looking thing, but it would go like this, and Alex would slap the head, and we had
a very in-depth conversation of how it couldn't be wood, how it couldn't be metal, how it couldn't be. We came to the conclusion that it's either like clay or some kind of like
ceramic material.
Ceramic or what's that thing we're saying?
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass.
He was
waving
it
around
like that. Yeah, it was, but
it didn't shatter.
I didn't want to look at it online. It didn't shatter. I didn't want to look it up online because I was like, this is gonna fucking blow my heart. I don't want to see this.
We dedicate way too much time.
But
to
later
it.
in the yeah, that's true. It was probably a half hour.
It was the biggest mystery of the whole movie.
Yeah, we figured out that fucking conspiracy with Alex being 666 like that. That was done. But this cock, that was no conspiracy. It was blatant. It had a huge part to do with the story. We were in depth into that cock.
We really want to find out the structural integrity of the cock, the artistry
of the cock. It's a cock.
I'm not fully convinced those are balls at the end. It looks like butt cheeks. It would make sense. It's on
my
the
balls
back.
look like butt cheeks. So that looked like my
God damn it! How did we get to here? How did we get here? The fuck? Okay, grade the movie.
That cock weighs 21 pounds. I checked on Amazon. You can buy it for $2,000.
Because on Prime, can I get it in 2
Yeah, you get it in
days?
2 days.
Sweet, thanks, Stanley.
Hopefully, we'll get some credit from Amazon for
Can
that.
I get Stanley Kubrick to autograph the left nut?
Oh my god, if he's alive, that'd
You know
be
how much I
dope.
would fucking sell for?
If you bought it for 2,000
You see this, dude?
and you got Kubrick's, just let him sign the urethra.
That'd be kind of hard.
Well,
And,
no,
and
it's a
unable
big-
to see.
The cock's like this big. The urethra must be like this.
Oh.
So he could get like a circle. He'd just give you a happy face and be like Kubrick in it.
Fuck it. Yeah, that's what would happen. I'd buy that for $1.
No, that's more than $1, buddy. That's a pretty penny.
It's a
you
couple
gotta spend.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
All right, come on, grade it.
You grade it. What if you had to give it a scale 1 to 5? What would you say the movie is?
I don't want to dick ride it because there are some things that just kind of, they kind of bug me.
I like how you have the pun. No, the dick ride it.
Oh, I guess I'm too clever for my own consciousness.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I want to give it because 5 would imply that it's perfect, which is not, but it's still incredible.
It is true.
I want to say 4.4, 4.6, an A compared to an A plus.
Yeah.
It's very, very good, just not 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking damn good.
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough. It's fucking great.
It really is an amazing movie. I would say, out of 5, I would say it's probably a 4.2. I love the movie, but it does have some flaws and some things that just...
It was made in the 70s. I mean,
Yeah. But I love the old movies compared to some movies nowadays when you just look at it and you're just like, that's nice. It's interesting.
The very obvious like tagline to 2001 was a little annoying.
I still liked it.
It should have been more so.
That's gonna be that'll be another episode, but
just tie-ins.
you know.
So yeah, I give it 4.4 Kubricks out of 5 Stanleys.
I give it 4.2 Stanleys out of 5 Kubricks.
I give it 4.2 dicks out of 5 ceramics.
I didn't want to ride the cock train, but he did it.
You can't escape
You
it.
can't escape it.
The train's always in station.
Chug it, shoot, we're gonna shoot some milk goo.